At this moment, by the window in the Cloud-Top restaurant, Florence and her son were still complaining nonstop. "I can't believe that useless Dustin actually became a boss. Heaven must be blind," James said with obvious resentment. "Humph. He's just a kept pretty boy. If it weren't for Miss Harmon promoting him, how could he be enjoying the spotlight today?" Florence sneered. "Exactly. Once Miss Harmon gets bored of him, she'll kick him to the curb. Let's see how arrogant he'll be then," James said with a jealous face. "A man who rises by relying on a woman will never amount to anything. Only outstanding young men like Matt, who's full of talent and knowledge, are true dragons among men." Florence started praising Matt while belittling Dustin. "Speaking of Matt, what a pity. If you hadn't gone abroad back then, you'd probably be my brother-in-law by now." James shook his head as he spoke. "Exactly. Matt, you don't know this, but ever since you left to study abroad, Dahlia was heartbroken for a long time." Florence added, "Mom! What nonsense are you saying?" Dahlia frowned, clearly unhappy. "How is it nonsense? If Matt hadn't gone abroad, how could you have ended up marrying that loser Dustin?" Florence said righteously. "You!" Just as Dahlia was about to lash out, Matt hurriedly spoke to smooth things over. All right, let's not bring up the past. Come on, eat something first. The food here is quite good." Hearing that, Florence and James gave him face and shut up, then began eating ravenously. James and I will go downstairs to buy something. You two take your time eating." Halfway through the meal, Florence stopped eating and kept giving James knowing glances. "Oh right, I'll go with Mom." James quickly caught on and left with Florence. Clearly, they were creating an opportunity for Dahlia and Matt to be alone. "Dahlia, I was wrong to leave without saying goodbye back then. I hope you'll give me another chance," Matt finally said once the two had left. "The past is the past. I don't care anymore," Dahlia replied blandly. She never had feelings for him, so naturally she didn't mind. "That's good. You've really grown more mature over the years." Matt gave her his signature charming smile. "Excuse me, I need to go to the restroom." Dahlia didn't respond. She wiped her mouth and stood up from the table. Watching her graceful figure walking away, Matt smirked wickedly. Then he took out a packet of powder and poured it all into a glass of red wine, stirring it a few times after. This scene happened to be spotted by the restaurant manager. The manager didn't dare hesitate and rushed to Dustin's private room to report everything. "He drugged the wine? Are you sure?" Dustin frowned after hearing it. "Absolutely. I saw it with my own eyes," the manager replied firmly. "Didn't think he'd show his true colors so quickly." Natasha Harmon narrowed her eyes. "Dustin, this kind of guy needs a beating. Want me to teach him a lesson?" Wang Dong offered from the side. "No need. I'll handle it myself." Dustin said nothing more and got up to leave the room. At that moment, Dahlia had just returned from the restroom. Matt, seizing the moment, handed her the glass of red wine. "Dahlia, to show my sincerity, let me offer you this glass." Matt smiled as he raised his wine glass. "After this, I'll be heading back. There's a lot going on at the company tomorrow," Dahlia replied calmly. "All right, one drink and then you go." Matt nodded gently, not forcing her. Just as Dahlia was about to drink it, a sudden voice came from behind her. "If I were you, I wouldn't drink that." Dahlia turned around to see Dustin walking over and immediately asked, "What do you mean?" "The wine has been drugged. If you drink it, you'll be completely at his mercy," Dustin warned. "Drugged?" Dahlia frowned slightly and looked at Matt. "Dustin, you must be mistaken." Matt's expression stiffened for a moment, then quickly returned to normal. "Mistaken or not, he knows it in his heart," Dustin said coldly. "Dahlia, do you think I'm the kind of despicable man who would do such a thing?" Matt turned to her with a sincere expression. Dahlia looked left and right, then asked, "Dustin, do you have any evidence?" The restaurant manager saw it with his own eyes. "He can testify," Dustin replied. "That's right. I saw it very clearly just now. He's the one who spiked the wine." The manager pointed directly at Matt. "Everyone knows you two are in cahoots. If you're conspiring to frame me, I have no way to defend myself." Matt shook his head with an aggrieved look. "Dustin, in public like this, if you don't have real evidence, don't make baseless accusations," Dahlia said seriously. From what she knew of Matt, He didn't seem like the type to use such underhanded methods. Someone already saw it happen. What more evidence do you need? Or do you just not trust me at all? Dustin frowned, feeling suppressed and frustrated. Dahlia was momentarily speechless. Matt was a well-bred young master of the Laney family, refined and well-mannered. How could he resort to something so low? But Dustin's words were firm and didn't seem like a lie either. For a moment, she was truly torn. Dahlia, it seems Dustin has misunderstood me. But it's all right. I can prove my innocence. He said I drugged your wine, right? Then let's just switch glasses. As he spoke, Matt picked up Dahlia's wine glass and downed it in one gulp. The clean and decisive action instantly dispelled Dahlia's doubts. If it was truly drugged, how could he drink it himself? Dustin, I don't know how I offended you, for you to try and humiliate me like this. If I've done anything wrong, I apologize. Matt nodded gently, appearing humble and well-mannered. A true gentleman in every sense of the word. Dustin, how do you explain this? Dahlia turned and questioned with her eyes. If I'm not mistaken, he probably took the antidote beforehand. Dustin said sternly. What nonsense! Dahlia's face darkened. Dustin, you're getting more and more unreasonable. Matt has already proven his innocence. Why must you keep pestering him? I'm just telling the truth. Humph! You're judging a gentleman with a petty heart. Dahlia was clearly angry. She knew Dustin disliked Matt, but to slander someone's character like this was truly shameful. If you don't believe me, then search his pockets. There should be some residue of the powder left. As he spoke, Dustin reached out to search Matt's clothes, but this action thoroughly enraged Dahlia. That's enough! She grabbed a glass of red wine and splashed it right onto Dustin's face. When will you stop? Why do you always act like this? You're a grown man. Can't you be a little more generous? If you're jealous of Matt, then improve yourself and compete fairly, not cause a scene and use such dirty tricks. Your behavior only makes me look down on you more. Upon hearing this, Dustin was left frozen in place.
And just can't accept it. This can't be the end yet. You promised to never leave, and now you're gone. Can't believe I can feel the world slipping away as you slowly fade from my everyday. You promised forever a love without end, but now I'm left broken, struggling to mend. I thought we were so tight, destined for a lifetime, love with no end, love with no end. Staying in my imagination, memorizing the past time, the secrets, the love, the care, now they're echoes in the air. I still see your face in every place, feel your warmth, your gentle grace, but now there's just an empty space, and I'm lost in this endless chase. Keeping you in my heart, a piece of you I'll never let go. Though distance brings separation,